sunshine. That's kind of
Otherwise, I can't realize how far I got. So just give me a second.
Sharon, do you know how we can't go yet?
You're coming up and then I am? I'm doing it
No,
first.
you're going to do the...
I'm just hello and talk.
Sit down and then I'll do the...
So Shabbat Shalom. And today is a special day for a number of reasons. The first, of course, is Shabbat. The second, of course, is Shavuot. So Shavuot is our second holiday, and we are thinking about that particular holiday and what it means to all of us. And so, God spoke all of these words, saying, I am God, your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, the house of bondage. You shall have no other gods beside me. You shall not make for yourself a sculptured image, or any likeness of what is in the heavens above, or on the earth below, or in the waters under the earth. You shall not bow down to them or serve them. For I, God, am your God, an impassioned God, visiting the guilt of the fathers upon the children, and upon the third and the fourth generations of those who reject me, but showing kindness to the 1,000th generation of those who love me and keep my commandments. You shall not swear falsely by the name of God, because God will not clear one who swears falsely by God's name. Remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is a Sabbath of the Lord your God, and you shall not do any work. You, your son, your daughter, your male or female slave, your cattle, or the stranger who is within your midst. For in 6 days God made heaven and earth and sea, and all that is them. And God rested on the seventh day, and therefore God blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. Honor your father and your mother, that you may long endure on the land which God is giving you. You shall not murder. You shall not commit adultery. You shall not steal. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. You shall not covet your neighbor's house. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife, or his male or female slave, or his ox, or his ass, or anything that is his neighbor's. All the people witnessed the thunder and the lightning, and the blare of the horn, and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they fell back, and they stood at a distance. And so they remained at a distance, while Moses approached the thick cloud where God was. We started our service At the very beginning, because we are remembering not just Shabbat, of course, not just the welcome to our members of the board and executive board, but this is also a celebration for Shavuot. And so we are enjoying that part of our service as well.
Our one touch of Sabbath light begins at the edge of time, honoring the women who came before us, connecting us to a rich tradition. It gently moves from woman to woman, sister to sister. We are one humanity, the strength of many women. We begin with one pair of candles, which ignite the next. Our one touch of Shabbat light connects, empowers, rejuvenates, and inspires us. Respecting the past, excited for the future, we continue our work, gently moving from woman to woman, sister to sister, each with her light, in Sydney, Johannesburg, Minsk, and London, in Brooklyn, Boca, Cincinnati, San Francisco, Springfield, Illinois. We welcome this Shabbat as women of Reform Judaism. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehad l'ner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Let Come, let us sing joyously to Adonai. Raise a shout for our rock and deliverer. Let us come into God's presence with praise. Let us raise a shout for God in song. For Adonai is a great God, the great ruler of all divine beings. In God's hand are the depths of the earth. The peaks of the mountains are God's. God's is the sea, God made it, and the land which God's hands fashioned. Come, let us bow down and kneel. Bend the knee before Adonai our Maker. For Adonai is our God, and we are the people God tends, the flock in God's care. Oh, if you would but heed God's charge this day.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ועולמד דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, ויכון ויום יכון, ובחיי בכל בית ישראל. בעלה ובזמן קריב, יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעולם ולעולמי עולמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי לקודשה לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה. שבחתה ונחמתה, לעולמה ועמו. Please rise for the Boruch.
Praise Adonai, to whom praise is due forever. Praise be Adonai, to whom praise is due now and forever. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings out evening. Baruch atah Adonai, Hamarvi Baravi.
Listen. Shh. You have to listen to hear. Shh. Can you hear? Can you hear the surprise and delight in Sarah's laughter? Can you hear the joy and pride in Miriam's song? Can you hear the strength and wisdom in Deborah's clear judgments? Can you hear warmth in your grandmother's voice calling you to the Shabbos table? Can you hear your mother's love as she recites the Sabbath blessings? Can you hear your daughter's clear, high voice chanting as she joins the circle of women? Can you hear your sisters' earnest prayers as they share their goodness and courage? Can you hear your granddaughter's newborn cry as she joins the Jewish chorus? Can you hear your own heart beating, reaching to join the song of praise for Adonai? Shh. Can you hear? Can you hear the women who came before you? Can you hear the woman yet to come? Can you hear us all as one? Shh. Listen. Hear. Shema.
Together the English, please.
When you lie down and when you get up, bind as a sign in your hand, let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus you shall remember to observe all my commandments and be holy to your God. I am Adonai your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai your God. Adonai your Amen.
I, Miriam, stand at the sea and turn to face the desert, stretching endless and still. My eyes are dazzled. The sky brilliant blue, sunburnt sands unyielding white. My hands turn to dove's wings. My arms reach for the sky, and I want to sing the song rising inside me. My mouth open, I stop. Where are the words? Where are the melody? In the moment of panic, my eyes are blind. Can I take a step without knowing the destination? Will I falter? Will I fail? Will the ground sink away from under me? The song, still unformed, how can I sing? To take the first step to sing a new song is to close one's eyes and dive into unknown waters. For a moment, knowing nothing, risking all, but then to discover the waters are friendly, the ground is firm, and the song rises again. Out of my mouth come words lifting the wind, and I hear for the first, the song that has been in my heart, silent, unknown, even to me.
Okay, ready?
Who is like you, O God, among the gods that are worshipped? Who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in splendor, working wonders? Your children witnessed your sovereignty, the sea splitting before Moses and Miriam. This is our God, they cried. Adonai will reign forever and ever. Thus it is said, Adonai redeemed Jacob from a hand stronger than his own. Praised are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Gaal Yisrael.
Grant, O God, that we lie down in peace and rise us up, our guardian, to lie for you. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Guide us with your good counsel. For your name's sake, be our help. Shield and shelter us beneath the shadow of your wings. Defend us against enemies, illness, war, famine, and sorrow. Distance us from wrongdoing. For you, God, watch over us and deliver us. For you, God, are gracious and merciful. God, our going and coming, to life and to peace evermore. Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Baruch atah Adonai, הפורח סוכת שלום עלינו, ועל כל עמוד ישראל, ועל ירושלים.
And wrap myself in the tallies I have woven, and I pray. I am a link between those who stood at Sinai and those who survived the Shoah, and those who would dream and build futures, and those who will gather the shattered shards of glass to heal the world. And I pray. I am a woman who is a Jew.
Adonai, Sefer Ufi Adonai, Giver of peace, teach us to see ourselves in the face of the other, that we may learn to be patient with fault, generous in love, sparing with anger. Help us to understand that our little lives are coated with great good, that we are healers in your image, that reaching out in need of you to others more in need who find you near. Give us the grace simply to be kind, that peace must surely come to dwell among us.
Lev
So now I'm worried about the coats.
Page 16.
Yes. The words aren't there. You don't have to print it. No, it's.
Here we go. Thank you, I'm sorry, I've got my pages out of order. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal those who are ill. Does anyone in the audience have anyone they would like to mention that we say a blessing for?
In the back. Go ahead.
In the back. Greg Smith. Harvey.
Phyllis Rowland and Harriet Josephson. Elizabeth.
Lucy Karen.
Okay. Elizabeth.
Ellen Cohen and Tony Walker.
Anyone else? Sonia?
My two sisters, Margarita Lam and Norma Thursdale.
Is there anyone else?
Julie Seidman.
Julie? Oh, yes. May the Blessed One, Holy One, be filled with compassion for their health to be restored and their strength to be revived. May God swiftly send them a complete renewal of body and spirit, and let us sing. Amen.
Rabbi, would you like to come up for the installation?
This is the fun part. So I would like to invite up all Temple board members, new board members, and Sisterhood board members. Come on.
Thanks a lot.
Okay. Ready? Y'all set?
Yeah.
We come together at a momentous time in our history to follow in the footsteps of those who have come before us, to follow but also to forge new footsteps for those who will follow us. All right, for all of you who are being installed,
We have celebrated in the past, we have confronted the present, now we commit ourselves to the future.
Sisterhood and Temple Board join together with another and another to do more than one could do alone for the faith of Judaism, the perpetuation of its teachings, the preservation of its values. It is one cause with more than one dimension.
It is bringing to all of these endeavors compassion, creativity, sensitivity, and structure, the strength to sustain, the power to change.
Help us to fulfill these responsibilities. Help us to know that our lives have purpose beyond here and now, by doing that which has been meaning beyond our lives.
We need to understand our obligations. We need to appreciate the needs. We will find a special bonding within our sisterhood and our beloved temple.
Okay. We all almost ready? Okay. One day, a young person came to an apprentice to be a blacksmith. And the smith, a fine teacher, said that that person said he knew everything, he thought. How to use the bellows to keep the fire hot, how to use the tongs to make the metal from the fire, how to use the hammer and the anvil to shape the shoe, to talk gently to the animals so as not to frighten them, and how to nail the shoe to the horse's foot. After several years of careful training, the blacksmith told the young apprentice, "I have now taught you everything. You are a fine and talented smith, and it is time for you to leave me and open up your own shop." Several months later, the master smith journeyed to see how this young student was faring. The student came to a fine shop where the new young blacksmith was surrounded by all the best equipment. But the kiln was cold. The bellows were silent. The hammer and tongs hung unused, and no horses could be found anywhere. The master asked, "What's wrong? I was sure you would have had much business in this fine shop. But you're not even making one horseshoe. Did I not teach you well?" The young man looked sadly at his mentor and said, "Master, you taught me very well. You taught me to use the bellows and the tongs and the hammer and the anvil, and you taught me to make the finest shoes and to fit them on the horses. There is only one thing you failed to tell me, to teach me. You never taught me how to light the fire." Eternal our God, ruler of the universe, you have blessed our community with the presence of a new president. You have endowed him with great wisdom and talent, understanding and kindness. You have enabled him to teach and lead, to care and to pay very close attention to inspiring those around him to strive for excellence. And most importantly, you have given him the ability not only to light the fire, but to teach others to do so. Grant all of us the wisdom and ability to fulfill the responsibilities that you have been given today. We pray that you will be blessed, granting our community and our president long and meaningful and fulfilling years together. Turn this away. That we have to look at me. Okay. All right. Okay. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and guide you as you begin your sacred work of leading and guiding this important place of learning. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichunecha. May God's face be turned toward you, blessing you, supporting you in the days and months and years ahead. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May the light of God's face shine upon you and be reflected through you, so that you and those whom you work with will be granted wholeness, fulfillment, and peace. Praised are you, O eternal God, ruler of the universe, who has given us life, sustained us, and enabling us to reach and share this moment, most especially in time. And we all said, Amen. You're staying. Don't go anywhere. Okay. I'll skip. As we come together to install the officers for the 23-24 term of sisterhood and 23-26 term of the temple officers, we pay tribute to those who have given of self and of full heart, mind, and spirit, dedicating service to sisterhood and temple. We are grateful for those leaders who have completed their term of office, and as we call on them to rise, to be acknowledged. Remy Benishu, Robert Rabin, Fred Benson, Amy Gross, Howard Hamill. Thank you all for your contributions. And stand up and wave at everybody. Okay. We're going to start here, not here.
Okay.
And go there. So you should invite your board members to surround you and read things. Okay.
Surround me.
Yes. Starting with, start down here and just go up.
Go that way?
Yeah, just
Okay.
not to here.
Brent Rothschild. Elizabeth Mendeloff. Dr. Mark Stern. Jay Bales. Mark Rabin. Kathleen Pariente, Denise Arjamond, Lorraine Robinson, and Vice President Brad Zeiger.
Okay. And we have another set, we're going to have one more set of board people here. Our incoming sisterhood board members, and Kathleen, come on up. And if you will read these,
Okay.
but not yours.
Okay. Immediate past president Joni Abramowitz, Sherry Worker, Sharon Starr, Denise Arjman, Leica Myers.
And you guys in just a moment.
Yeah, we have some members at large.
We do.
Lisa Stone, Sharon Green, Lorraine Robinson, Elizabeth Mendeloff, Renee Rothschild, Debbie Weiner.
So, staying up here right now, you are lucky to have such a wonderful board membership and board participants and all of you to be here. And it is really, truly special to know that all of these people are here and that they're all standing here beside you and saying to you how important this is for each of you and for both of you to go back into your different teaching positions here. And so, what I want to do now is I want you to turn that away, this away. And so what we want to do first is we want to say a blessing for the two of you, which means we got to move a little bit. Come on up. It's okay, we're just a little squished.
Find the courage to make our lives a blessing.
We're doing it. We didn't get there yet. Oh, don't, yeah, you're not supposed to leave yet.
Yeah.
We just did this part first and then we're doing this part. Sorry. Sorry, Sharon. Come on back up. And the two of you should be I think leading the items, yeah, but I want you guys to lead, that's all. Ready?
I solemnly pledge to perform faithfully, impartially, and consistently in accordance with the Constitution of the Temple of Sholom and the women of Reformed Judaism in the duties of the office I now assume. I shall do this without fear or favor and with unyielding integrity. This is my pledge upon which I ask God's blessing. Amen.
Okay, so in that case then, we have everybody else sit down?
Yes.
So have a seat, except for you, you have to stand.
Say something.
Say something important.
All right, I got 64 pages.
Okay, let everybody sit down first and then I'll be able to participate.
Well, thank you all for having the faith and confidence in me to elect me president. I see some presidents from the past out here and all very good people that I have set an example. I hope I can live up to their legacies, and I care very much about the temple, so I hope I do a good job. Thank you.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You're welcome.
We've been called the Jewish Mafia. We've been called the Mossad. Well, we'll take it. We encounter a project and we execute. We look for the best that we can do and we do it. We are a band of sisters. We are the heartbeat of the temple and we take our job very seriously. There are people I need to thank, but first let me relate a little story on this Shavuot. People as a whole tend to mix up a quiet, shy, and reserved personality as someone who is weak. However, that analysis can be very deceiving and judgmental. We don't always dare to adapt, change, and move forward under circumstances presented to us, but there are many examples of this occurring in our lives and in those around us, especially in biblical figures. We especially remember at this time, at this holiday of Shavuot, one in which we celebrate its agricultural aspects, the epic moment of the giving of the Ten Commandments, but additionally, a personality mentioned in this period. This personality is Ruth the Moabite. Ruth is one of the most well-known stories of all time. There is much to relate from this, but we will concentrate on one small part of this tale. What is the source and power that Ruth the Moabite really possessed? We know little of her background, but we assuredly know of her commitment, her values and vision, and how she wants to live. She indeed had a mission. Ruth is quiet, not a shrew. She doesn't get angry, she isn't aggressive, but how she acts is from her own vision and conscience. In some ways, she is stubborn. Even so, she listens to warnings, then moves on in her own way. She listens to advice, she weighs its import, and then she moves on with her best judgment. She may appear as a weak person, but as we peruse the story, we see her strength from within. All the women we meet in the Torah, the matriarchs, Rebecca, Sarah, Rachel, and Leah, are all pretty. But this is never said about Ruth. In her case, we need to go deeper into her strength and her inner beauty. So why do I go on about her at Shavuot, and especially tonight as we celebrate sisterhood? Because all the women of sisterhood are a lot like Ruth. There is commitment, there is dedication and a strong vision, and a will to give of ourselves to keep our community here at Temple Ber Sholom vibrant and strong. All the time we remind ourselves who we are and push ourselves to do even better. This is the legacy we take from Ruth the Moabite. You may not realize how much time it takes each and every week, how many hours, how much money, how much tenacity it takes to keep up our spirits and drive for our temple to thrive. So stop for this minute and recognize the volunteerism and service our sisterhood does each and every year, building on the successes of the past and perpetually looking to do more for our future. It is truly a blessing and one we share with the story of Ruth the Moabite. So I'd like to take this opportunity for all members of sisterhood who are here tonight to please rise and be recognized. Thank you for your leadership and all the members who contribute on so many levels. And a giant toda rabah to a board extraordinaire. Denise, Sharon Starr, Leica, Joni, Sherry, Lorraine, Rona, Roberta, Sharon Green, Lisa. There is not a slacker among them. I cannot fully express how you have made this presidency so rewarding and fulfilling because of all your assistance all the time. And now, I want to honor our Woman of Valor for 2023. So please come forward, Denise Arjman. Denise has come onto our board with a great vibe and much gusto. She has jumped in on many projects, always ready to lend a helping hand, and we are truly grateful that the Arjman family's history continues. Our Woman of Valor for 2023, Denise Arjman. And a special thank you to Leica for helping me with the interpretive parts of the story of Ruth, and a thank you to you all. And now we continue with the Aleinu, with the Mourner's Cottage, the closing prayer, and the closing song. Thank you.
to remember those who have died, members of our own sisterhood, members of our own families, our friends, and even those whom we never knew. They have left this earth, but they have given us life, and we are grateful. They are our past, and we are their future. When we say Kaddish together, we honor God. The story of all people, of all generations, is with us. As we remember a specific person who died recently or at this time in years past, we mark the moment in our family history by reciting Kaddish together. As the name of your loved one is called out, you are invited to stand if you so wish, and we will stand together with you, saying the Kaddish. Larry Berland, brother of Arlene Berwin. Barry Roth, brother of Bob Roth. Pearl Beller Davis, mother of Terry Benson and mother-in-law of Fred Benson. Lindsay Michelle Lippa, niece of Sherry and Wayne Worker. Keith Kelly, husband of Rona Kelly. Edith Levin, cousin of Sherry and Wayne Worker. Judy Foster, mother of Eric Foster and mother-in-law of April Foster. Elizabeth Turk, mother of Amber Myers. Michael Falk, brother of Lori Barnum. Daniel Balone, nephew of Joel and Joni Abramowitz. We also remember those who died at this season in years past. Henrietta Baer, Dorothy R. Barker, Seal Behrens, Albert A. Berg, Herman Cohen, Herman H. Cohen, Rachel V. Deutsch, Morris Goldfarb, Arnold Goodman, Marcus D. Hexter, Sylvia Lang, Henry McCarthy, Beverly Mentelis, Daniel Seligman, Lou Shapiro, Jeanette B. Simons, Dorothy Spence, Sue Wolfson. Please rise and join together as a congregation together. Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shnei Rabbah, v'yalmad yivrach Yerutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayei kol v'yomei kol, v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'zman kariv v'imru, Amen. Yehei Shnei Rabbah mivorach le'olam omei omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitroman v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yithaleh v'yithalal shmei b'kudashah barichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran v'yalma v'imru Amen. Yehei Shlomo Rabba min Shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Osei Shalom b'Roma Say Shalom, Aleinu ve'al Kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to all of us and to all of Israel, to which we all say, Amen. Amen. Have a seat.
Are we chosen by our life, or do we have a choice? Our tasks choose us, or so it seems. Are we silent behind inner walls, or do we have a voice? Chosen and elected, can we shape our dreams? How we meet the surge of life, this inner stance is ours. To greet the roistering days with wonder and creation. The hands we use, the words we say in dark or shining hours, strengthen us to face each day in affirmation. Oak strong together, hope banishes fear away, finding strength and worth as we choose to serve each day. And our spirits are lifted as we feel the presence of a higher soul of God. We say to each other, I will be there for you, for WRJ, for Judaism. Here I am, we say to each other and God. Amen.
I'd like to invite up our presidents to come forward, our new presidents, and join in singing with them and with you guys all.